Over the time that I've given different talks to support groups and talked to a lot of cancer patients, by far the biggest topic that people want to talk about is neuropathy. And I think that part of that is because there isn't really a lot of education about neuropathy. But secondly, it really affects people's quality of life. The pain, the numbness, the tingling, and that leads into people not exercising, not walking, not doing their hobbies. And these are all things that are extremely important while people are either during cancer treatment, active treatment, but also in recovery. We know that you have to get people moving. And so oftentimes people come to me as almost a last resort, which is unfortunate, but that is how many people find acupuncture, is that they have tried many other things. And for me as an acupuncturist, I feel that the number one thing I have to do is educate people. And as far as neuropathy goes, I'm very realistic with patients. I try to first explain to them what is going on, because a lot of people actually don't really know what neuropathy is. So I explain to them that, and I sit down and I say, we are a partner in this journey of yours. I'm very hands-on. I give people homework every week. As they progress, I can see the small changes, and as they're able to handle more stimulation, as their nerve cells start to regenerate and grow, I can increase the stimulation, and I do that both in the acupuncture session, but also at home. And that really is a key component of my practice as well as Chinese medicine in general. But I think having that partnership and finding the right practitioner is really key. I find that the patients who actually do the home work or home care are the ones that progress the fastest. I've developed what I consider my own protocol when it comes to neuropathy, and what that consists of is I like to see patients for 6 to 8 weeks every week. We progress through the treatments, and then usually I like to take a break of 1 to 2 months so that the body can settle in to my treatments, and then reconvene and see those patients again, reevaluate, see where they're at, and then maybe we need to do another kind of concentrated number of sessions. The biggest feedback that I get pretty early on is first that they have found a place where they feel that they can actually discuss about what their symptoms are, and that I'm hearing them. I have found that the first level, if you will, of discomfort that is reduced is the neurological pain and the numbness. After that is when we're able to work more through the heaviness that people talk about. I find that a really important aspect of treating neuropathy is increasing blood flow. And that is something that I always talk about. So what's important is that I explain to people why it is that I need them to be doing the homework, because if they understand, then they're more likely to not only incorporate what I'm suggesting, but they're able to be more creative and incorporate the ideas. So for instance, when I say to somebody, we really need to increase the different types of stimulation that you're getting on your feet and on your hands. So maybe I suggest, let's start using a little sponge. Well, people start to think about things on their own. I had one person that said, I realized that I have my sidewalk in my backyard has a little bit of a rougher consistency. And so I started walking on that a little bit. And that's important as well, is really being able to incorporate not just the acupuncture and my treatments, but also what other practitioners are teaching you, what you're hearing from other people. And I think a big part of cancer recovery is almost having to experiment on yourself, because what works for one person doesn't work for somebody else. So you have to take all of the suggestions that you get, incorporate them into your life, and figure out what's going to work for you best.